Hi everyone, I'm Elfowls, and welcome back to the LDLG Max Division, Season 15. We are in Week 3, and unfortunately last week, in Week 2, I did take a technical L. I kind of messed up my whole Wi-Fi setup and couldn't connect to my opponent, so because the battle was already being played pretty late, we just weren't able to play, and it was my bad. I just completely overscheduled myself. Didn't know that Scarlet and Violet friendly arena you couldn't like schedule one and take part in another. So it was a huge mess, and I just completely messed it up. So I'm disappointed that I had to take a forfeit loss in week 2, but you know it's fine. I'm still in a decent spot, and it's might be. I'll make sure it won't happen again. But yeah, going into week 3, we are 1-1 then with a +1 differential, -3 for the forfeit loss. So still a decent spot, and we're going up against Spartan and the Ontario Meloetta, who are currently 0-2 and -4, but their team is not to be taken lightly here. They have Baxcalibur, Terra Sylveon, Heatran, Zapdos, Mousehold, Cresselia, Overquill, Terra Avalugg Hisui, Urshifu Rapid Strike, Palisand, and Terra Appleton. It's a pretty good team, a pretty bulky team. That Baxcalibur, Sylveon, Heatran, Zapdos core at the top is definitely amazing, and I expect them to all come and be a great defensive core to work with. The Urshifu Rapid Strike from the later rounds is crazy, and I can't believe they got it that late, but it looks great. It looks great in my team. Slowbro is going to be very important to stop that, as well as a couple of other things. I think Slowbro looks great in this matchup. But yeah, those top 5 mods point-wise are pretty good. There are some other big, bulky threats. You know, Cresselia, Overquill, and Hisui and Avalugg all have their own defensive merits, especially with Terra on Avalugg. Appleton is actually kind of interesting as a choice here because it is like one of the few answers to a Walking Wake Hydro Steam in the sun because it quad resists water. So that has some potential, but yeah. Definitely those top 5 that I'm prepping for, as well as some supplementary coverage for some of the other threats. So yeah, that's a basic overview of the team. Let's just get right into it with my build. I started with Chi-Yu, which it is just so hard to switch into flamethrowers that are sun boosted, as always. I can just threaten a bunch of things and my opponent can't do much about it. But what do you do about a Flash Fire Heatran switch in? You click Nasty Plot. If I can get that on the Switch, I should KO offensive variants of Heatran with a Dark Pulse after that. But if it's more specially defensive, I would need to take 2 Dark Pulses to kill it. But that's fine because I am actually running a little bit of bulk, so I could handle an Earth Power if necessary. The special attack investment is to 1-hit KO max HP Baxcalibur if we're in the sun, and we also 1-hit KO specially defensive Appleton at +2 with a Dark Pulse if rocks are up. It's just a pretty good wall breaker. Even speed ties with Zapdos, so it's not exactly slow, and we threaten a lot, especially if the sun's up. So looking forward to trying this set out. Oh, and Psychic for the Urshifu, but honestly, Flamethrower does a lot of damage to it anyway, so that's still good. Moving on along, we have Walking Wake with Choice Specs. This thing 2-hit KOs everything not named Appleton with a sun-boosted Hydro Steam. We have Photosynthesis boosting special attack specs, and the sun directly boosting the power of it, so it is such a hard move to switch into. Appleton's also really hard pressed to switch in because we are running Dragon Pulse and Draco Meteor just to catch that, as well as the Baxcalibur. This thing also outspeeds Zapdos. It's my fastest Pokemon in the matchup, and yeah, another great breaker. Very offensive core so far, but we are going to build up the defense later. Starting with the Torkoal, which is, you know, just a sun setter, but still has a nice physically defensive presence in the matchup. With max physical defense, we actually survive a +1 Baxcalibur Earthquake after rocks, so we can be an emergency stop to a Dragon Dance Baxcalibur. And Body Press does a lot of damage back to it. Flamethrower is just strong stab for things like Zapdos if we want to get damage off. Yawn stops setup, and Rapid Spin makes this my hazard remover for the matchup. Removing hazards will be very important if they're up because Chi-Yu is quite vulnerable to them. So yeah, want to keep that thing healthy. So that's Torkoal. Moving along, we have Tinkaton, which is more of a utility thing. We have the speed investment to outrun... What is that outrunning? Baxcalibur. And then we also check a lot of different things. The Cresselia and the Sylveon we can encore into Calm Mind. We can encore a lot of the slower setup threats. because otherwise it'd be kind of problematic. We have Stealth Rock to just set hazards. If we encore something, they're likely to switch out, so we can set hazards on that, or we can just set hazards on something we threaten out already. Knockoff is great utility as always, and Gigton Hammer is just my best damage. Gets great damage into Sylveon, probably forces it to Terra, and yeah, just gets solid damage on everything else. Baxcalibur is KO'd, so that's nice. The defense investment is actually to take a +1 Jolly Population Bomb from the Mousehold if we're at full health. And we have Own Tempo to block Overquill's Intimidate. So this is a decent kind of blanket check to several threats. Thus, the Calm Mind Pokemon like Cresselia and Sylveon, the Mousehold, the Baxcalibur, the Overquill. It doesn't exactly beat any of them that hard, but we're going to try our best with it. It's just a good bulky mon to have as a backup check to a couple things. So moving along, we have CLUTCHbro with the Rocky Helmet. The helmet is obviously there to check Mousehold. It will always die in 6 hits to its own population bomb for holding the helmet, and we have the bulk to take that attack. We have the moveset to just kind of do whatever we want in any situation. Future Sight sets up well, especially into a Chi-Yu or Walking Wake wall breaking situation. Body Press is great to stop a Baxcalibur sweep. Thunder Wave also stops sweepers and Slack Off for recovery. Just a great physically defensive regenerator mon. This is a great check to things like the Urshifu, the Mousehold, the Baxcalibur. Definitely keeping a lot of big threats in check. And lastly, we have Smitty, Werben, Jaegerman, Jensen, the Hatterene. It's only going to be Smitty in the battle, but you all know that's the nickname we're going with. This is a kind of specially defensive set meant to check things like Zapdos. We are Terra Ground to block Volt Switch because otherwise we don't have any electric immunities, and it could Volt Switch all over my team, which I would hate. I am Eject Button, so this is a momentum piece that also blocks hazards. I expect that I might lead Torkoal in this matchup, and then if something threatens it out with like a special attack, I can bring in Hatterene, sponge that, switch out into one of my wall breakers, and just get going from there with the offense. And that's the main goal, but after that Eject Button is used, we are still pretty good in the matchup. Dazzling Gleam and Terra Blast get good coverage, and Terra Blast Ground is pretty good into Heatran and Overquill. Terra Ground in general is nice as a mix-up. It helps us beat Zapdos and Overquill a little better, which is nice. Nuzzle is another move that is stopping some sweepers from making a lot of progress. And of course, Healing Wish is great for my Sun Core. Those things tend to get worn down pretty quickly, so any one of those three would appreciate the Healing Wish. I'm not sure how much this Hatterene set's going to do, but looking forward to trying it out. So that is going to be the team. I am excited but nervous about this battle, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. I will see you there. Alright, looks like we're going. I got the wrong music. That's fine. But let's take a look. Ooh, I do see the Palisand. I did not want to see Palisand. My team doesn't look too good against that. But we got Zapdos, Heatran, Baxcalibur, makes sense. Sylveon, I expected these four. They're like top 4-ish. No, Urshifu's kind of nice. Overquill, though. And that Palisand. I did not want to see that thing. But, like, it just has coverage for everything. I don't switch well into it. But once Hatterene Terras, that'll help. I am still going to go with my original plan. Let me type good luck, have fun in the chat real quick. Typo. Have fun. Alright. But I'm going to go with my plan lead of Torkoal, I think. I want that Sun up. It's that or, like, I don't know. Honestly, yeah, my team kind of depends on Sun this time around. Look at all our pink mons we have. So fun. But yeah. Let's go ahead. I think I'm ready to go. No Urshifu takes the pressure off of CLUTCHbro. No Mousehold also does that, which is cool. But yeah, I do not want to see a Palisand lead, but I think if that happens, I just switch to Hatterene. So yeah. I meant to cue the gym leader music, but instead I got the Titan music. I don't even know what that one is. Seems alright. It is Palisand. Alright. That makes sense. So, obviously I can't do anything to this safely. I should go Hatterene. We take less than half from a Shadow Ball if it's not invested, so this is a pretty easy play. I think I pivot out of Hatterene here. What's your switch into a Dark Pulse from Chi-Yu? Overquill could be, I guess. But yeah, I go Hatterene. And then if he hits me, I think I pivot out to either Chi-Yu or Walking Wake. Walking Wake actually doesn't really have switch-ins. Baxcalibur can switch into a water move, maybe. Earth Power. 163 to 121, which is 42 points of damage. Yeah, that's uninvested. Palisand, no. Spatak, and Earth Power as its first move. Okay. Honestly, I'm gonna check the Walking Wake calc against the Baxcalibur switch-in. Because, let's see. Against Baxcalibur, if it's like a lot of HP, in Sun, still probably 2-hit KO by Hydra's team. I don't see another switch-in. Yeah, let's just do that. This is good. This is a good start. I am just free to click Hydra's team. Not much you can do about it. Okay. What's your switch-in? Oh, is that Sylveon? Okay, we've been through this. If Sylveon switches in, it takes... Oh. Oh, what? That's Assault Vest, isn't it? That's the only way it takes less than half, I think. And Sun, if your item is Assault Vest, and you're, like, especially defensive as heck? Yeah. Yeah, that's like max special defense Assault Vest Sylveon. That's crazy. Luckily, I don't think it has a great way to heal itself, which is nice for me. I don't think you Terra Fire here, right? That would be an insane play. So, I think Tinkaton's safe as my switch-in. It's kind of... Okay, Tinkaton's kind of here for the Sylveon and the Overquill. So, I think I'm safe enough switching into Sylveon. If you Terra Fire, great play. Great play, but I don't expect it. It's Hyper Voice. Okay, 156, 76, 86. That's like 36 points of damage. Tinkaton. Hyper Voice. This is not invested. Yep, uninvested. Let's say Encore. Yeah. Okay, you're just gonna withdraw. Unfortunate, but I was worried about the Terra Fire there. This is... Oh, this thing again. What's my play for this? It is uninvested. I could knock off, get rid of its item, because I bet its leftovers. I could get my rocks up, because then, the next time Sylveon comes in, it's probably going down. But that's happening anyway. Okay. Earth Power does, like, a little more than half to me. That's rough. I'm gonna... Ugh, this sucks, but I'm gonna get my knock, I think. Okay, what do you got? No more leftovers. And it's an Earth Power, I assume? Yeah. Ugh, yeah. That is unfortunate damage. It is. I am gonna save Tinkaton, I think. Yeah, this sucks though. I mean, I can just get Walking Wake back in. How many Sun turns do I have left, actually? That's important. Three turns. Okay. So how much does Walking Wake take here? Not too much, actually. I don't need HP on this as badly anymore. Hydro Steam does plenty, obviously. And Earth Power to us only does like 39 at most. It's a little risky, but I think I'm going to go with the Walking Wake switch. You could double out. That would be kind of a nice play on your part. Alright. What do you got? Earth Power still. This should do... yeah, not too much. Small price to pay for getting another Hydro Steam off in the sun. This should, once again, be a pretty easy play. You're sacking this off for something else, honestly. Baxcalibur could be very specially defensive, but that's like the only play you have left. Other than that, you would be sacking something off here, I think. Okay, sack the Palosan. I am glad that thing's out of here. Thank you. Alright, what do you even revenge with? Sylveon can come in for sure. It takes another hit. And if Sylveon comes in, I have to get out of there. Walking Wake's a little too important for Heatran. Alright. What do you got? I think Sylveon is the only option, unless you want to go Baxcalibur and you know its specs. Yeah, that would actually be another play. And if you go Baxcalibur, I just go Slowbro. Slowbro was for Baxcalibur or Urshifu or Mousehold, and since only Baxcalibur is here, I can just dedicate myself to checking that. If it Dragon Dances, we'll take it, the hit after. If it goes for a Banded attack, we can react. Now, you're taking a while to decide, though. I wonder if you don't know him specs yet? That's the Sylveon, yeah. Okay. Yep, I gotta switch out. Hatterene's health is still pretty important to deal with the... what is it? The Zapdos. Tinkaton, I want to keep it around to deal with the Overquill, but I don't even know if that's gonna be worth it. How about Chi-Yu? Like, how much do we take from a Hyper Voice? I'm like suspecting. This is like specially defensive still again. We take about half from a Hyper Voice. If it's like a Terra Ground Terra Blast, how much time do I got? We still take it. Ah. Yeah. I'm doing enough breaking as it is, I think. So this is alright. You're gonna take a Hyper Voice, maybe? This looks like it's gonna be Terra Fire. Based on the Tinkaton read. Terra Water! Oh. Curious. Okay. What's your... okay, you're just Hyper Voicing. 139 down to 79. I mean, we already know this is... yeah, that's fine. Okay, it's Terra Water, then I am okay going into Tinkaton here. It's unfortunate to lose the health on Chi-Yu, but that's okay, yeah. Okay, Terra Water. I did suspect that a little bit, because that makes you a nice Walking Wake answer. I think I will dedicate Tinkaton to probably setting rocks here. I think I live this, right? Do I? Ooh, barely. So I actually have one of two options. I can knock off the Assault Vest, or I could set my rocks. If I set my rocks and you KO me here, I actually don't have the best answers to this. Wish I had Kilowattrel. Actually, if I knock you off anything's kind of nice. Because if I don't knock off here, the problem is it still has an Assault Vest and my two best attackers can't KO it. So I'd have to, like, use... Well, let's see. Dark Pulse to this thing, Terra Water does, like, 34 to 40... Oh, man. Do I want my rocks up? Yes. Yes, I can deal with whatever this thing wants to do. Thought you might have switched out there, but, yeah, it's fine. This is good. Actually, what about Hatterene? Yeah, Tinkaton goes down. A bit unfortunate. But we'll deal. So Hatterene, against the Sylveon. We don't do much damage, but we can actually nuzzle, and it's super effective. And it paras, which is quite nice. Meanwhile, a Hyper Voice is only doing 35. Okay. I just need this thing to get chipped down. Let's nuzzle. We get some chip, we get a Parad, which can help us out, because this thing is starting to become a major threat. Oh, it's got Shadow Ball. Okay. How much is that doing? Okay, so I can... Oh, Spadef drop sucks. Okay, Nuzzle got it below half, which is good. I still don't think I outspeed this, do I? Oh, actually, I think I do. That's nice. So, one play I'm thinking of is I could Healing Wish here, Torkoal resets Sun, and then I bank the Healing Wish onto one of my attackers, because they are both about half. And Sylveon in Sun against Chi-Yu with a Terra Blast. It only does, like, 35. Huh. I still don't love that. Actually, let's check something else. Ooh, I don't really have time. Okay, I'll Healing Wish. Bank it on a Torkoal. I mean, through Torkoal, rather. Alright, Hatterene's down. I'm starting to fall a little behind here. Oh, Draining Kiss was your last move. Okay. So you have Hyper Voice, Terra Blast, Draining Kiss, and Shadow Ball. Alright, so I'm gonna use Torkoal here to reset Sun, I think. And I'll actually see if I take a hit okay. A Terra Blast is doing 44. So I want to see something. Walking Wake can switch into a Terra Blast. Draco will not do enough. Darn. I might Body Press here, actually. I might have to. Like, we need damage on this. Nice. Okay. Yeah, Terra Blast is going to do a little under half. Okay. That's not bad. And then, so the downside of going for Body Press this turn is that I guess Zapdos could switch in, and my Zapdos switch-ins are no longer that good. Without Hatterene around. But I kind of have to do it. Wait, what? Are we speed type? We must be. Huh. I didn't know that. I mean, I guess I lucked out a little bit there. Okay, Sylveon down. Yeah, I guess I didn't even check Torkoal's speed, but, what is that? Torkoal. Yeah, we are speed tied. Because uninvested paralyzed Sylveon ties with Torkoal. Wow. I should have checked that, but honestly it doesn't matter that much. I don't know if Rocks with Tinkaton was the right play. There's Zapdos. Rocks. Rocks are... okay. Digging into it. So this could be a choice set or something in that case. And if that's the case, I'm interested in seeing, like, what a choice set would do to Chi-Yu. Choice specs. Actually, Timid Choice Specs cannot KO Chi-Yu after the Healing Wish. Let's also look at Walking Wake. Okay. I might go Chi-Yu, because Walking Wake actually does go down to a... well, goes down to a Hurricane, which we're in Sun, so... yeah. Walking Wake's fine. We'll take the hit. And I'm curious as to how much this is doing. What's your move? So I heal up, which is great. Provided that something bad doesn't happen on this turn, Hydro Steam's looking pretty free. Thunderbolt. That's doing... oh, holy crap. That must be specs. Yeah, that's specs. Okay, good to know. Dang, that's a lot of damage. Alright. But yeah, in Sun, I'm not even worried about it. Even if Zapdos is like max HP, Hydro Steam KOs, so... yep. Alright, cool. Glad the Healing Wish paid off, actually. So we're at a 4-3 game. Heatran, Baxcalibur, and Overquill are left. I'm not sure what to make of Overquill. Baxcalibur is probably your switch-in. For the Baxcalibur, I'm glad I have my rocks up so I can determine if it's boots or not. And if it's not, then I get damage, which is amazing for CLUTCHbro trying to beat it. You should switch in Baxcalibur, right? Yeah, that's it. Okay. I did take rocks, okay. CLUTCHbro against Baxcalibur. This should be checking this every time. Because I live a banded hit. Unfortunately, both of my fairies are down. That, actually, I didn't think about that. That's unfortunate, actually. But we can manage. Let me pull up Baxcalibur on the calc. I interrupted myself. Because, yeah, if you're banded, you do a lot to me, and I might have to sack something, which is rather unfortunate. But yeah, I don't have much else I can do. Alright, Banded does like 65-ish. I expect it to be Banded. It's Dragon Dance. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so I'll pull up Glaive Rush and Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw shouldn't be able to KO me. And if you Glaive Rush, then you're going down to the Body Press. I don't think there's anything wrong with this play. You could be Chopple, I guess? That would be rough. But you're still taking Helmet from the Glaive Rush. Yeah, this is scary, but I mean, Slowbro should be okay. This one's a little tense. We got a lot of heavy hitters left here. It's Glaive Rush. Yeah, that makes sense. Helmet. Let's Body Press. It is Chopple. Okay. Okay, you go down to Helmet. So... I don't think there's any reason for you to... Well, oh, hold up. You could Earthquake. Earthquake, +1. I'm down to 75 health. +1 Earthquake. Hello? Actually, based on the numbers I'm seeing, I should live an Earthquake. This is the last thing Slowbro is useful for, so I might just Body Press. Earthquake. I might live this. Yes, I do. Amazing. Excalibur down. Heatran and Overquill left. Okay, this is a solid position for me, but I have to be careful. So I think I just sack Slowbro here. If it's Overquill... Ugh, Overquill's annoying. Yeah, because after I sack Slowbro, I have my whole Sun Core left. That's Overquill. Takes its rocks. And has Intimidate. Yep. So... I mean, yeah, Slowbro's useless at this point. Doesn't really beat this, doesn't really beat the Heatran, not really. So I might as well T-Wave and just go down to an attack probably. You could set up hazards, which would be annoying, but not that threatening at this point. I'm not making that many switches anymore. Yeah, all I really need here... Oh, that's a Toxic Spikes, yeah. Please hit this, actually. That'd be nice. Nice. Oh, cool. Down to that. Sunlight's gone, which is actually good to note. Oh, and it's leftovers, so... Oh, Black Sludge, rather. Yeah. I could make the hard switch out to Torkoal. There's just nothing left for me to do here as Slowbro. Like, either kill me or... He's probably wanting to set up more hazards. But like, Torkoal comes in on this every time to spin, right? I'll slack off in case you're... Okay. Neat. I mean, I'm just wasting time here. I want to switch into Torkoal. I just don't want to introduce that risk very much. Ugh, man. Torkoal, Rapid Spin. I just need a safe way to get into Walking Wake, honestly. Yeah, I mean, after this we'll have 8 turns with Sun, and that should be plenty. right? Am I missing anything? I don't think so. Unless the Heatran's Scarfed. Alright, if this is a Torkoal sack, I'd be perfectly happy with that. Jeez. I need to sack something. Come on, guys, please. Let me actually take a quick look at speeds. Defensive Overquill at -2. Torkoal. It should still be outspeeding Torkoal, so my Rapid Spin will go last. Which is fine, I guess. Let's just Rapid Spin. Okay. Yes, please, take me out. I think the Poison will do it from here, right? I think. Okay, Torkoal's down. That's a sack. And let me just make sure, even the Spadef Overquill, Walking Wake. I doubt this is Spadef, but we'll check. Walking Wake, Hydro Steam, and Sun. Yeah, it should KO. Alright, so I should KO this, and then we still have a bit of a game, because if Heatran's Scarfed, that's kind of a problem. But I do have a CLUTCHbro. So, yeah, in Sun, Hydro Steam should be plenty. Yeah. There it is. Yep. Alright, now you're down to just Heatran. I don't think there's a point in switching out here. Right? Let's just make sure we KO Spadef Heatran easily. And Scarf Heatran. Scarf. I mean, it has... I think Earth Power even does it. Yeah. So, yeah, no point in doing anything else. Okay, it is Scarf. That is fine, I think. Although it's a bit concerning. We still have CLUTCHbro. Which? CLUTCHbro. Body Press does more than half. Earth Power does 30 to 36. If it's max HP... Okay, if it's max HP after Stealth Rock, I have a 98.4% chance to do a KO. And even at... Let's see, if it Earth Powers, doing maybe 36, 39? I just need to avoid a Spadef drop. Even then, though, I can just sack Chi-Yu. So we're going to Body Press. Yeah. This game kind of came down to the wire. No Spadef drop, right? Yep. Alright. I think... Oh, we got it. We got it. Ah, good game. That was... Yeah, okay. No crit. Crit would have done it for him. Yeah. 2-0 win with Chi-Yu and CLUTCHbro left standing. Alright. Nice. Walking Wake put in the work this game. Oh my gosh. Sylveon was also really tough. But, you know, I am not sure how well I handled it. Setting rocks on it was questionable, even though it was nice to have Baxcalibur and Zapdos chip down. But I did sack both my fairies to it. Didn't end up mattering too much. But man, yeah, good match. Alright, but yeah, GG to Spartan. I believe that's their name, yeah. Yeah. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.